Django Fett on the job.
Hey guys, I'm Django Fett, hunting down games, comics, TV shows, movies, and more. And this is a review for Mad Max Fury Road. So I made sure to watch the previous Mad Max trilogy, which came out in the 70s and 80s, just to get ready and prepare myself for this movie. And boy, it didn't help at all, because this movie was just on another level. And by the way, you do not have to watch the previous 3 movies that came out before to watch this one. I just did it for the hell of it. I think of this one, the Fury Road movie, as a reboot of sorts, but a reboot done right. So the plot of this movie is that it's set in the dystopian future where man has destroyed each other to a point where all that's left is like bandits and people just fending for themselves. Awesome, freaking crazy vehicles and death machines just driving and people just shooting the hell out of each other. It's chaos. So the movie stars Mad Max and Imperator Furiosa, who work together to help a band of women escape from Immortan Joe. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Immortan Joe, to the fabled Greenland and escape from his wrath. But Joe gives chase, and there we have our movie. It is basically an epic car chase throughout this entire movie. And I like to describe it as Borderlands on the big screen. If you're a Borderlands fan, you're gonna love this film. Anyway, let's talk about the pros of Mad Max Fury Road. Tom Hardy as Mad Max and Charlize Theron as Imperator Furiosa. First off, Tom Hardy, I'm a big fan of his work. I love a lot of his movies that he's in. Bronson is my favorite movie that he's ever done, as well as Inception and and of course the Batman Dark Knight Rises movie. He was epic as Bane. But Tom Hardy can really act, and as Max, he did a really good job. I'm not gonna say he topples Mel Gibson's role as Mad Max, in the original trilogy, but he does a great job as Max himself. He's mostly quiet, but so was Max in the second movie. And Charlize Theron as Furiosa was the big surprise to me. I did not expect her to steal the spotlight in this movie. She and her female companions are really strong female characters and just have to fend and fight for themselves, and I love that. Seeing a strong female character just kick ass is awesome. I love seeing that. Immortan Joe and his band of psychopaths. It pretty much reminds me of Borderlands, but the guy who plays Immortan Joe does an absolute epic job. Great as the villain, and there are just so many crazy villains and crazy psychopaths in this film. Hell, there's a guy with a guitar, strapped to a guitar with shooting flames. It was just freaking amazing. You just had to see it for yourself, but that was just epic. And fun fact for you guys, the guy who plays as Immortan Joe also played as Toe Cutter in the first Mad Max film. This guy should be 70 or 80 by now. But man, he was great as the villain in the first movie, I have to say. And he is great in this movie as well. And you could tell in this film, he definitely has a different role compared to his role in the first movie. Great take on this new villain. And of course, the action is phenomenal. 80 to 90% is practical effects. Yeah, no CGI. Maybe 10-20% CGI, but most of it is practical effects. And I'm glad to see that. I'm happy to see that. There's no CGI bullshit most of the movie that just hampers the movie down. This is legit. This is like actual people doing all these stunts. And it's awesome. And just, cars exploding, guns firing. Everything is so real. I love it. And I have to say, this is the best action movie I have seen, not only this year and even topples Avengers, but the best action movie I have seen this decade. It is that good. This is action done right. And George Miller does an epic job with this movie. And of course the sets, the vehicles all look amazing and so unique. I mean, there's some with spikes, people on these like poles that just like grab people and stuff. There's guns on top of like these trucks. I mean, there's different engines, big giant trucks, small little cars, little bikes. all are so unique, and all the different costumes as well, costumes and makeup, it's great. And there's just a very unique style to these vehicles, each and every vehicle, as well as these psychopathic characters and the hero characters driving them. Now let me discuss the cons of this film. Now the first con was that the character development wasn't the best. It was alright, and it's certainly better than Mad Max Fury Road. I saw that movie recently, and I have to say, that movie has some of the worst character development in a movie I have seen. Not the worst, but some of the worst that I've seen so far. And I'm sorry, but you're not going to tell me otherwise. And the plot was very unoriginal and not too spectacular, but the rest of the movie just does the job in a phenomenal way. And those are my minor concerns. Not that many. And now, to rate this movie, and I think you guys know what I'm gonna give it. So I am giving Mad Max Fury Road a... I know it's really hard to tell, but there is a Mad Max poster right here. Mad Max Fury Road. Right here. That should give it away on the rating. And if I could, I would give this movie a 6 out of 5. If I could. It is that great. But unfortunately, that's not how my rating system works. It just goes to 5 out of 5. And it deserves it. Mad Max definitely deserves it. And if you're gonna ask me to decide whether you should see Avengers or Mad Max, I would tell you to go with Mad Max. But obviously watch both. Watch them both. But if you were to choose one, just one, I would tell you go with Mad Max. It is the best action movie I have seen this decade. Chris Stuckman wasn't lying when he said that. It's definitely A+, 5 out of 5 material, without a doubt. And the thing is about this movie, it's a non-stop adventure worthy seeing multiple times in theaters. And it's all practical effects. There's no CGI garbage like fills the entire movie. It's all practical effects. All the explosions, the action, all the people, there's hardly any CGI. I'd say 10 to 20% is CGI, but that's about it. The rest of the movie is practical effects, without a doubt. I cannot wait to watch this movie again, and hopefully you get a chance to watch this movie too. So guys, please like and comment your thoughts of the movie down below, and I will see you, my fellow Mandawad, my Mandalorian brothers and sisters, next time. Oh yeah!